Further member statements. The member from Simcoe Grey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today on behalf of my constituent, Mr. Dean Bunston of Nottawa. Mr. Bunston wrote me to express his great frustration with the Liberal government. He told me, and I quote, "I cannot express enough my concern and disgust with the political landscape that has emerged over the past decade, more specifically the mismanagement, incompetence, corruption and betrayal bestowed onto the citizens of Ontario over the last few years." Mr. Speaker, Mr. Bunston goes on to talk about electricity. He says almost every person in Ontario needs and uses electricity, and at one point, and albeit indirectly, owned the public company that provided it. There does not seem to be any record of plans to sell off Hydro One in Kathleen Wynne's last election platform. Mr. Bunston continues, for any government to have plans to sell off an asset that affects almost every person in the province, now and in the future, is an issue that should have been divulged prior to the election. Yes. I certainly agree, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Bunston also touches on the Green Energy Act. He calls it a disaster and writes that, quote, "Aside from being totally mismanaged and under-researched, the Act will cost Ontarians dearly for many, many generations." Mr. Speaker, it's time the government started listening to Mr. Bunston. It's time they smarten up over there. This was one of the best letters I've received in 27 years, and it's unfortunate I didn't have time to quote it all. This is a senior citizen, extremely frustrated. We hear it all the time when we're home on weekends, at home on constituency week. People have had it with your government. Start listening or get out.